When you visit the Crater Diamond State Park, you can't help but notice this display of old mining equipment. It sits here as a testament to the fact that a serious effort was put forth to recover diamonds from this site. Between 1919 and 1931, the Arkansas Diamond Corporation had a very state-of-the-art plant erected at the south end of what is now the Crater Diamond Search Field. And you might be wondering, well, what did all this equipment and effort produce? Thousands of carats of diamonds. Some of the larger ones I'd like to mention, like the one found in 1921. It was a 20¼ carat diamond. They later cleaved it in two and cut two lovely gems out of it. But 3 years after that, in 1924, a workman named Wesley Ole Basham found the largest diamond that's ever been found in the United States, the 40¼ carat Uncle Sam diamond. Now, the reason it was named Uncle Sam is not so much out of patriotism like you might expect, but Mr. Basham's nickname was Uncle Sam. And since he found it, people referred to that 40¼ carat diamond as Uncle Sam's diamond, and the name stuck. Lifelong Murfreesboro resident Alton Terrell told me the story of how the Uncle Sam diamond was found. Workmen were shoveling ore, mud, and water into a rotary trommel like this one, except that trommel had smaller holes in it. They were 3/4 inch size holes in that trommel. The way this works is this is a rotating drum, and as ore is fed into it, the smaller material falls through the holes into the African-style rotary wash pan. The larger rocks roll on out the end and go into a tailings pile of discarded material. Well, Uncle Sam Basham noticed something shiny stuck in one of the holes. He went and told his boss, Lee Wagner, and Mr. Wagner shut down the trommel immediately, and they dislodged the shiny diamond from the hole it was stuck in. Now, if it hadn't gotten caught just like that and had rolled on out with a larger rock, it may never have been found. There are a lot of big diamonds left out here to be found. Maybe.
We're going to stop the video right there. That's my DVD, How to Find Genuine Diamonds in Arkansas. And now we're going to take a look at the Uncle Sam diamond itself. This is a photo from before it was ever cut. And it's a pretty rough looking stone in my opinion. Odd shape. I can't quite figure it out. It doesn't look like a lot of your typical diamonds, but it was 40.23 carats, and this is like the only early photo we have of it before it was cut. It was first cut into a parallelogram, and this is not a picture of it. We don't have a picture of it in a parallelogram, but I wanted to show you what a parallelogram diamond looked like. This is actually a cut topaz, for example. This is a cut sunstone cut into a parallelogram. But that gives you an idea what the Uncle Sam looked like. Ernst Schenk originally cut the Uncle Sam diamond to a 14.34 carat elongated parallelogram, most likely because it sort of followed the shape of the crystal. At a later date, he recut it to improve the brilliancy. Now here's another example of a parallelogram. This is actually a diamond. The other example I showed you was a topaz, and another a sunstone. But this is a brooch in the Sam and Dolly Johnson collection of fine diamonds from Arkansas. This brooch was made by a local woman, and she had an example of a white uncut, a yellow uncut, and a brown uncut diamond, and an example of a cut white, cut yellow, and a cut brown. And it just so happens that the yellow diamond was cut into a parallelogram by Ron Kreml, the diamond cutter in Wichita Falls, Texas, who cut this diamond that Claude Dill found. He cut it into that parallelogram. But I just wanted to show you an example of a cut parallelogram diamond that had been found at Crater Diamond State Park. So going on now, let's talk about the cut. Originally, as I showed you before, that was the diamond shape, and see how it would yield a parallelogram shape. Well, that's what they started out with, but I guess they didn't like the way it turned out, and so they recut it to a more popular shape, more common shape, an emerald cut, and it weighed 12.42 carats. And you think, ooh, that's a lot of weight loss. Go from 40 carats to 12.5 carats, and you're right, it did lose a lot of weight. But the parallelogram originally was, 14 1/3, so it was almost 2 carats heavier than the emerald cut ended up being. But the diamond was put on display, and this is just an old advertisement that the Uncle Sam diamond, and they say at that time biggest ever found in North America. Now we have to say the biggest ever found in the USA, and that's true, it is. But in Canada they have found larger diamonds since, because they're mining up at the Ekati mine and other mines in Canada now that those deposits have been found in kimberlite diamond deposits. Anyway, the Uncle Sam diamond, big as ever found, let's say, in the USA, will be on view through May 31st at the American Museum of Natural History, that's New York City, Central Park at 79th and Lent Street, to the, no, it was at West at 79th Street, excuse me, it was lent to the museum by Pekin Fifth Avenue Jewelers. The diamond weighs 14.42 carats. So this man's name, Pekin, he is the guy who owned the Uncle Sam diamond for years, and it may still be in his family. I don't believe he's living any longer. Crater Diamond State Park, well, the site became a state park in 1972, and then one of the employees contacted Burl Pekin, the owner of the diamond, and asked if they could make a replica of the Uncle Sam diamond for the Crater Diamond State Park Museum. And Mr. Pekin enthusiastically allowed the diamond to be sent to the GIA, Gemological Institute of America, in Carlsbad, California. And there they photographed it and they measured the stone. And let's kick back this. So they photographed and measured the cut emerald shape. And it was also sitting in a platinum ring when they filmed it. And here, if I can zero you in on it, this is the best picture I could find, the only picture I could find, and this is from the GIA's magazine Gems and Gemology from the summer of 1974. And when Mr. Pekin loaned it to the GIA so that they could photograph it and measure it so that a replica could be made for the Crater of Diamonds Museum. It showed the stone resting in its platinum ring, which contains two unusual seven-sided step-cut bullet diamonds. They were also found in Arkansas. All three stones were cut by the firm of Schenck and Van Halen, who have cut most of the diamonds found in America's only diamond pipe. Incidentally, the Uncle Sam weighs 12.42 carats, and we understand that the replica is YAG, Y-A-G, and it may be seen on display at the Crater of Diamond State Park. Let's go back to our pictures now, and now this is the Uncle Sam, and these are the two bullet diamonds that were on each side. And these two are replicas, and they are at Crater Diamonds Museum on display. Again, you can see the bullet diamonds. And again, this is from the display. So I always wondered what those other two diamonds were with the Uncle Sam, and that explains it. It's from the same ring, and they're all USA diamonds. So there's what the cut. That's actually the replica there. But here is a photo of the actual diamond. The GIA, Gemological Institute of America in Carlsbad, California, took this photo when it was loaned to them in the summer of 1974. And I want to talk just a moment about the color. Early reports said it was kind of a rose-colored diamond. I don't agree. We do not have red diamonds, pink diamonds, or rose-colored diamonds at the crater. We have white, yellow, and brown. And to me, this diamond is off-white. And diamonds reflect every color of the rainbow when they're cut. And see this kind of a reddish hue through here, pink? It's just reflecting all the colors of the rainbow at you. So if you get some kind of a pink color, it's just a diamond. You know, if it was, it's just the way diamonds reflect light. You could also get blue light back out of it. But to me, this is a white diamond that is yellowish brown. So in one sense, it has all three main Crater of Diamonds colors coming out of this. And I think this is a beautiful photograph. I'm glad we have it because the diamond is somewhat hidden right now. We can't seem to locate the owners, but I did just recently get an email from the Smithsonian, and Russell Feather, who works there in research, was wanting more information and wanted to know what I knew about the Uncle Sam diamond, the history, where it was, you know, everything about it. And we shared information back and forth, and he wrote to me in the email, and I quote, "I do have some leads to the diamond's current whereabouts, which I am not at liberty to divulge at this time." So anyway, I think it can be tracked down. I believe that Mr. Pekin's relatives inherited it when he died. One last thing I want to say about this diamond is I sure think they could have cut it better. And if there's any diamond cutters watching this, I've got some friends who are diamond cutters. Why wasn't all these scratches buffed out of this diamond? That is pitiful. Look, I think that's really poor polish on this diamond. It could have been done better. I mean, if I had a 12.42 carat diamond, I think I'd buff it a little better. But anyway, it is still a beautiful diamond. It's cut well. I love it, the shape. I would have loved to have a picture of it as a parallelogram, but I'll take it as an emerald cut. And this is the largest one found in the USA. It was found in Arkansas at what is now the Crater of Diamond State Park, and you could go there and find a diamond just as big. And it's the policy at the state park has always been finders keepers.